Hello and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. If you're new here, my name is Elena and I am the homeschooling mama to 3 kiddos. And here on the channel we talk about everything from homeschooling to homemaking, a little faith and fitness, and anything else that can fall in between there. Basically everything that's going on in life with us. Today we are going to go pick up our Azure order. Azure Standard is a bulk ordering. We have a couple other videos here on the channel if you'd like to check those out. We were ordering for a little while monthly, but to be quite honest, that's being honest. To be quite honest, I really need to sit down and see what items we need left in bulk versus what we don't, because our grocery spending, like so many others, is getting really high up there, and buying in bulk can save you money, but it is a little bit more upfront because you're paying more for larger quantities, but you are getting like the per ounce or per gram price at a smaller price point. So you have to weigh it out and see what's best for you guys. But I need to sit down and see what all, if anything else we need, and kind of just get a bulk ordering list going, if that makes sense. So things that we can use in bulk and have room to store. It's also something that you want to be mindful of is where you're going to store it and how you're going to store it, because it's just awful if you buy all this food in bulk and then it goes bad because it's stored improperly. I am going to share, if not in this video, then another one upcoming, so make sure that you're subscribed and have the bell notification hit so you don't miss that one, how we store our bulk food. But for today, we have a little bit smaller pickup order, and so we're going to go do that. It's a little bit early for us. We are a homeschooling family. We wake up a little bit later. It's 7:45 and we got to get out of the house in like 40 minutes. So I don't know. I don't know if my kids can do it, quite honestly, because they're still asleep. So we'll see. It's always an adventure going out errands and things like that with kids. And then, you know, even more so when you got to get up early to go do it. So let's see if we can get this done. We're here a little early. There's the truck. Our place meets just in a empty parking lot area. And so that's the truck. What we'll do is go ahead and unload it as soon as some more people arrive. They usually open up the back area here of the truck. And then we all just... The coordinator, the drop coordinator, you usually have one drop coordinator who the driver will be in contact with. They have little placards, or this is how ours goes. She has little placards with the first name and last name of each person who has made an order. And they're just on little tiles that she wipes off each time, I think with like a wet erase marker or something like that. She puts it down, and then as we unload the truck, each bag or box is labeled, and we just look for that person's thing or name. We just look for that person's name, and then we put it in their pile, and then when we're done unloading, everybody gets their pile. Kind of want to double check, and then they put it in their cars and we're off. So I'm gonna he's opening up the truck. I'm gonna get down so I can help unload and get our goodies. Okay, we have like the smallest haul I think ever that we've ever done from Azure, but I'll go ahead and show you what we ordered. This time around we ordered this Nancy's probiotic cottage cheese. It is the low-fat one. I am on a little bit of a cutting series here, my fitness journey, and I actually really like cottage cheese. So I got this because it was kind of hard to find cottage cheese at our local grocery store that didn't cost an arm and a leg or didn't have a ton of unnecessary ingredients in it. And so I went ahead and purchased it from Azure. It is a 6-pack here of just like the regular size cottage cheese containers. I'm going to freeze some of this. When you freeze cottage cheese, I found that, and then you defrost it, the texture does change slightly. But if you're adding it to some of your foods, it's fine. So sometimes I will add cottage cheese to things like our lasagna in place of our cottage cheese, or in the Instant Pot if I'm doing like a pasta in there. I'll go ahead and put that in there to give it a cheesy flavoring, and then a little bit of a protein boost as well. Okay, let me show you what else we got. I also bought two of these 6-packs of 2 of these cases of ramen soup. I've shown this on here before. We really enjoy this one. This is the ramen chicken flavor. Dr. McDougall's vegan ramen chicken flavor made with organic ramen. I mean, it is instant soup, so it is not the best ingredients, but when it comes to like instant soups, this is kind of the cleanest ingredients that I could find. My camera's not going to focus for you, but it has organic unbleached wheat flour, yeast extracts, organic potato starch, sea salt, organic corn, onion, garlic, carrot, sugar, wheat gluten, spices, spinach, turmeric, lime powder, and that's it. It says dried, so the things with the asterisks are dried. So that's what it contains in here, and that's why we go ahead and get it, to have a quick, easy soup, especially for my oldest son. He is really, like most teenage kids, loves the instant ramen. So this is the one we buy, and I just bought, like I said, 2 of them. So there's 12 total. Another thing that we purchased is our first time getting it from here, but we, some of us are going dairy free, and so I went ahead and purchased the Follow Your Heart dairy free cheddar cheese. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I bought the box that has 8 of them in it. Like I said, the same with this. I will probably throw some of these in the freezer. I've never frozen dairy-free cheese before, so I'm not sure what it's going to be like when we take it out, but hopefully it'll be fine. The best by dates on here, though, do last pretty long. So at the time of recording, we are it's the very end of April, and it lasts, the best by date on here is until September 14th. So that's still quite a few months. So I could put it in the fridge if we have the space. And then the last thing I wanted to show you, I did peel off some of my label here, but I wanted to show you that, and I know I've shared before on here, that Azure will repack your box. So if you pick up a box and you're like, oh, it says 5 pounds of potatoes, I didn't order potatoes. This one says plastic containers, and I didn't order plastic containers, but they reuse their boxes, and it will say on it, repack box 1, box 2, however many that you have. And all that means is they recycled the box and used it to pack in some of your other items. So you want to make sure to open it up, and you'll find your other items in there. So in here you can see we ordered some arrowroot powder. I needed a little bit more, and so I just bought a pound of arrowroot powder. I also got a pound of elderberry. We make our own elderberry syrup, and so I bought 1 pound of organic elderberry, dried elderberry right now. I'm thinking that now would be a good time to get it, because if you wait until flu season, it is lower in stock. So we went ahead and got one now that spring is coming, and we're really kind of, it's not technically flu season here. I mean, you can get it whenever, right? But we also got hibiscus petals, some dried hibiscus petals. I use this to make, when we brew our kombucha, we like to use this to kind of season it. You can also use it just as a tea as well, but that's mostly what we use it for, is for our kombucha, and I've not been able to find this in our local grocery store, so I just got a big, I got 16 ounces, so a pound of it from Azure. It should hopefully last us for a while, but that is one of our favorite flavors of kombucha. I will put hibiscus and orange, and it makes a really yummy second brew for kombucha. And then we just got coconut. I bought a 2.5 pound bag of coconut fine shred, unsweetened. We want to make some date bars and things like that, and this is one of the things that you could, in our quest to be gluten-free, or not gluten-free, I wanted to make some date bars, especially for my family members that are going dairy-free. So having date bars on hand instead of just, we have some granola bars on hand, but we found that a lot of granola bars from the store contain dairy in it, and so we ended up, I wanted to make some homemade date bars for them to have on hand. And so this one is just, the date bars include coconut to kind of sweeten it, and so this is just macaroon fine shredded organic coconut, 2.5 pounds, and that's all that's in it, is just organic coconut. So we purchased this bag also, and then that's it. That's all that I got this time around. This was a really, never mind my messy background here. It's life. We're just lifing here, guys. So it was a really small haul, but it was a really busy drop. There was a lot of extra. It was a really busy drop. There was a lot of more people that are signing up. The coordinator actually says that every month she gets more and more people signing up. I will link down below my referral link if you've not yet signed up for Azure and you want to. It would help me if you sign up. This is not a sponsored video. I'm just putting it out there in case you want to check out Azure. But some of the other things that we've ordered, you can check out our other videos to see too, but things, mostly bulk pantry items like beans, rice, things like that. I love to check out the videos. Honey, I've bought raw honey from there too. And my glass jars. So some of my glass jars here I have, that we use for storage and things like that. And then of course, like I said, if not in this video, in an upcoming one, I will have how we store some of these things. Some of it is in there and then some of it is in different bags. So that is it. I need to clean up this kitchen behind me. I need to put this stuff away. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and going along with us to see our Azure order. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, would you please be sure to give it a thumbs up so I know this is the kind of content you're looking for. If you're new here and you haven't checked out some of our other videos, maybe check around and see if you want to join our little YouTube family by being a subscriber. If you're already a subscriber, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Thanks for being a part of our little YouTube family. And in case you haven't heard today, you are so deeply loved and appreciated. Thanks for hanging out.